that just rupture. You gotta be careful with it.
Hi, everybody. This is John Fanta with Fox Sports and the Big East Digital Network.
Hi, this is Brad Sham, voice of the Dallas Cowboys.
I'm Nicole Auerbach.
Kevin Kugler of Westwood One.
Hi, everybody. It's Pete Pranica of the Memphis Grizzlies and Fox Sports Southeast.
Hi, this is Chuck Swirsky with the Chicago Bulls, our flagship station, 670 The Score.
This is Kyle Peterson with ESPN.
This is Tom Hart at ESPN and the SEC Network. Thanks for tuning in to the Washington Sports Digital Network.
Welcome to Washington Sports Digital Network. I'm Grant Johnson, your play-by-play commentator for today's matchup here at Bill Vine Arena. Joined next to me, my color analyst, Dalton Reed. It should be a good one. We've got Southern Nazarene, ranked number 14th in the nation, versus the Washita Tigers, current number 1 in the GAC. Dalton, just kind of talk to me real quick about what we're to expect in today's matchup.
Yeah, you've got a matchup that's very, very intriguing when you look at the style of play. Washita, number 1 ranked defense within the GAC against the 4th ranked offense when you look at the Southern Nazarene Crimson Storm. So really contrasting styles. Christian Parks leads his defense with 39 blocks. We'll talk about that defense more later, but a very intriguing stylistic matchup here this afternoon.
Yeah, we'll get more into a little bit of the stats and kind of like what you said, number 1 in defense, what Southern Nazarene kind of has to offer. After this break, we're going to take a quick break to the Coach's Corner, where you got to interview Coach Nutt, kind of just what he was thinking about the game and what we're to expect. Thank you for watching. You're watching Washington Sports Digital Network. We'll be right back.
I'm Dalton Reed, along with head Washita men's basketball coach Dennis Nutt, and this is Coach's Corner. We are here in Coach's Corner looking over that Oklahoma Baptist game as we prepare for this Southern Naz game. And I want to backtrack a little bit. You take a tough loss to the Bison of Oklahoma Baptist. 1 loss and a 22-game schedule for the Great American Conference isn't big, but it's still something you have to recover from. You've taken some time to look at that Oklahoma Baptist film and see the small mistakes that cost you the win. What have you seen so far?
Well, first of all, you always like to protect the house. You know, we like to win at home, but it was a tough game last night. It was a kind of a heavyweight battle. It's kind of going back and forth for a while, but there was one stretch in the second half I thought we lost our principles on defense. And so just some small things, talking to each other, just really figuring out the schemes. And they run a bunch of stuff, but I thought we were just a little bit behind, kind of reacting a little bit slow to some of their sets. They hit a couple threes on us and got that 10-point lead, and that was kind of the difference in the game. Our guys did a good job. We fought back, made it a game right there at the end, but a little too many mistakes throughout the game.
Yeah, too many mistakes, and you look, they had a great point guard. They even had a big man down low that could score. How do you think those two things really affected the game?
Well, Connor did a good job. He made some really tough shots down the stretch, and he's top player in this league for a reason. He's very good at it. Madrid is kind of a different guy in this league. He's 7'1", and he really knows what he is and does a really good job. But again, we were right there. We just got to figure out those things to improve on. You got to learn from it. And like you said, it's a long year. 22 games is a very long time. So hopefully we can kind of learn it and get back on track.
Well, so if you talk about getting back on track tonight, you got the now number 14th ranked team coming into Bill Vining Arena. You talked about in your post-game interview with Chris Babb about how you felt as if your guys dug themselves in a hole. How do you think they cannot dig themselves in a hole tonight?
Well, just learn from it. Defense has got to be solid. You got good teams that you're playing in this league. They'll take advantage of mistakes, and that's what Oklahoma Baptist did last night. So we'll have to do a good job of just staying on point, staying in the moment, and just be ready and just be solid on defense. Fewer mistakes, that we'll come out on top.
You look at Southern Naz, they're 13-2 overall. Their only 2 losses come in conference play. They won across a street in 3 overtime. It's an absolute thriller there against Henderson. Baron Bracey, their top scorer, 23 points, 14 rebounds. Obviously, he's a guy you want to keep your eye on all night, but you can't focus because they have 4 guys that average more than 10 points per game.
Yeah, they're a balanced team. I don't think they're as deep as they were last year, but they're still pretty good. Bracey is kind of that leading role this year. Really big, strong guard. He can kind of score that mid-range game and post up a lot for a guard. Godfrey, the kid inside, is very physical, and he does a good job for them. He knows his role pretty well. So, again, they got some other guys that are very good. So, we'll again, this stretch right here is really good for us, and we have to learn and get with it tomorrow.
All right. Thank you for your time, Coach.
Oh, thank you.
Victory doesn't just happen on game day. It's earned in the sweat, the silence, the prep. No crowd, no lights, just focus. Because when something unexpected happens like an accident, you need a team that's ready. I've been fighting for clients for over 30 years. There's a reason we're still in the game. And at Taylor King Law, we don't just show up.
We win. On your side, by your side. The winning side.
Hello, I'm Brett Rogers, President of Capital Technology Group. You might know us as Capital Business Machines, but our new name represents our growth as one of the state's leaders in business technology. When you've been around for 80 years like we have, you learn a thing or two about change. But what will never change is our commitment to our clients. We're still the same reliable team here to meet all your technology needs. Capital Technology Group is bigger and better than ever before. Learn more at captg.com.
And we're back. Welcome back to Ouachita Sports Digital Network. Like I said earlier, play-by-play commentator for tonight's game. Joined here with my color analyst, Dalton Reed. Should be a good one between Southern Nazarene and Ouachita Baptist. Let's kind of dive into how we got here. I mean, if we look just even at the last games for Ouachita, they just lost their first conference game right here Thursday night at Bill Vining Arena against Oklahoma Baptist. Their first conference loss and their first home loss as well. And then on the flip side, you got to look at Southern Nazarene. Me and Dalton kind of watched a little bit of it in the trailer during that women's game. And what a crazy game it was for sure. It went into triple overtime. That's definitely got to be a factor in today's game.
And you look at how that game went into triple overtime. Bracey hits a 3 at the end that it looks an unconventional shot. It's really what it looks like. Yeah, fading away into the corner. He makes that one, and then Henderson heaves up a half-court shot in the second overtime to send it to triple overtime. So a very unconventional game there to get them to this game. And you look at the standings. Ouachita sits at the top with that one conference loss, and then Oklahoma Baptist and Southern Nazarene. So this weekend for Ouachita, you play 2 of the best teams in the conference right there. So really, really big weekend for them. They did lose that Oklahoma Baptist game, but a small thing when you lose one game on a 22-game stretch.
Yeah, definitely. And, I mean, obviously it's got to be tiring for Southern Nazarene. Going into triple overtime just a few nights ago. It got to be a little wear and tear on the body. Ouachita did not play the best against Oklahoma Baptist. Just kind of felt like they couldn't get anything going offensively. They're more of a fast break type of team, and Oklahoma Baptist did a great job of getting back on defense for sure. I think we can look into some of the players for both sides of the ball for Ouachita. Obviously, Devin Hancock the man from Louisiana Monroe, averaging 17 points per game, 5 rebounds, and third in GAC in points per game. And then on the flip side, obviously, you've got Baron Bracey, the man that we talked about earlier that hit that step back to even really get that win against Henderson, give him a chance. Yeah, there it is on the screen. Bracey averaging 15.4 and then 8.4 rebounds. Also really good shooter from the free throw line. Does a great job of attacking inside, getting opportunities in there as well. Dalton kind of talked to me about what that matchup looks like in tonight's. There's Crew Flowers as well, a big part of not only defense, but was the leading scorer in the game on Thursday night against Oklahoma Baptist.
Yeah, you look at Southern Naz, and you've got 4 people that are averaging more than 10 points per game. So obviously they're a very balanced team. They know how to score. Obviously, Bracey is the leader. He's kind of the I guess you could say the head of the 4-headed monster. But you saw what Coach Nutt said in that coach's corner is their guys know what their job is. Godfrey's going to stay inside, do what he does best. And then on the other end of the court, you've got Ouachita, who has a balanced attack, but it's headed up by Devin Hancock. Conley, very stingy on defense, and defense for Ouachita has really been what's brought them into the game. You look at the just the overall game, and very, very important game as a rebound from that Oklahoma Baptist game for Ouachita. Christian Parks has been the story defensively, but it doesn't help. It comes with help from people like Conley, who had 2 steals out against Oklahoma Baptist. So very important for them to play as a team, have short-term memory, and get this win today.
And then let's look just for a second at the team stats, comparables. I mean, you look at Ouachita, the best defensive team in the nation. They're first nationally at 59.3 points per game, only allowing first in the GAC in scoring margin, first in the GAC of opponent field goal percentage, first in the GAC three-point field goal percentage, first in block shots and steals. So, I mean, this is a defensively a core team, and to be good at defense, you've got to have good team chemistry. You've got to communication's got to be key. And I mean, I've even seen it at the lunch table at the cafeteria. I mean, you see the camaraderie on the team. I mean, this is a group that really bonds well together. You can tell they hang out outside of basketball, and so number 1 defense in the nation with Ouachita. And then Southern Nazarene, there's nothing that necessarily they're just amazing at. It's kind of just, pretty good all over the place.
Yeah, no, that's completely right. You look at you mentioned that team camaraderie, and I think that brings a sense of fluidity to the defense, and that's very important. Nazarene is good at everything, not great at anything. Yeah. I think is what you put it at. And you look at those rankings, and that confirms that. And so looking forward to seeing a couple matchups. The Hancock versus Bracey matchup. I'll be curious to see defensively what Coach Nutt does with that. Obviously, Godfrey inside on Parks is going to be a good one. So we'll see how that goes in this one. Looking forward to it.
And with their leading scorer, I know we talked about Bracey for a second, but Southern Nazarene has 4 players averaging double figures. They really like to, share the ball, and we talked about it in the trailer. It can be really tough to defend. It's tough to defend a team that doesn't just have one guy or 1 or 2 guys that can score the rock. It's pretty deadly to, it's hard to defend. You could even mix it up, go zone. I mean, I guess we'll kind of see what defensively Ouachita is going to do. Because that's really where they thrive, is on that defensive side, and that creates opportunities and looks on the fast break.
Yeah, and you hit the nail on the head there defensively. How are they going to handle that? I mentioned you a box and one earlier, but can you box and one when you have 4 people over 10 points per game?
Right.
Because obviously you want to isolate Bracey being the top scorer, averaging 15.5, 8 and 4. So really a thing of, hey, how is this defense going to come out? And we know that's going to be well prepared by Coach Nutt and his staff. They've been well prepared all season. I expect to see that today.
I think it's important to note that coming into the game, actually last year, Southern Nazarene was the Great American Conference regular season champions, and then guess who number 2 is? Ouachita Baptist. So obviously a little bit of a rivalry going on here. Should be a good one. We're going to pass things over to Casey Modell at the announcers table.
Tiger Nation, welcome to Bill Vining Arena for this afternoon's Great American Conference Contest, featuring the Crimson Storm of Southern Nazarene University against your Ouachita Tigers. And now introducing the starting lineup for the Southern Nazarene Crimson Storm. Senior guard from Dallas, Texas, number 0, Colby Henderson. Senior guard from San Diego, California, number 3, Baron Bracey. Senior guard from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, number 4, Malik Edwards. Junior guard from the Democratic Republic of Congo, number 12, Joe Mpoyo. And senior forward from Lubbock, Texas, number 23, Tracy Godfrey Jr. The head coach of the Crimson Storm is Bradley Foster. The assistant coaches are Julius Coleman and C.J. White. And now, Tiger Nation, let me hear you roar! This is the starting lineup for your Ouachita Tigers! Freshman guard from Springdale, Arkansas, number 4, Jackson Conley. Sophomore guard from Fort Worth, Texas, number 12, Crew Flowers. Junior forward from Meridian, Mississippi, number 1, Christian Parks. Senior guard from Houston, Texas, number 2, P.J. Neal. And graduate guard from Dallas, Texas, number 0, Devin Hancock. The head coach of the Ouachita Tigers is Dennis Nutt. The assistant coaches are Levin Thornton and Richard Stringfield. This afternoon's officials are Derek Ward, Leslie Ewell, and Hunter Bashirs.
There it is, your starting 5 for both squads. For Southern Nazarene, we've got Colby Henderson, Baron Bracey, Malik Edwards, and Joe Mpoyo, and then Tracy Godfrey Jr. For your Ouachita Tigers, you've got P.J. Neal, the senior, Jackson Conley, the freshman from Springdale, Arkansas, Crew Flowers, Christian Parks, and then, of course, you can't forget about Devin Hancock. We're just a few moments away. Dalton, any last thoughts coming into this one?
Man, it's going to be an interesting and exciting game. Two very contrasting styles, offensive-minded for the Crimson Storm, defensive-minded for the Tigers. This is a heavyweight battle for the GAC.
We've got Christian Parks and Godfrey Jr. here on the tip-off.
And this is the first matchup we'll see of them tonight. I expect them to be going at it at the paint all night.
Christian Parks gets it. And the lob to him. And quick and easy, too. I thought he was going to slam it home.
I really did, too. You know, you look at that. Parks comes around the backside. Good backdoor cut there and catches Southern Naz a little bit off guard.
Caught me off guard, too. I wasn't expecting that quick of a bucket. Drive inside and kick out. What Southern Nazarene likes to do. Good ball movement and good defense. The pull-up jumper in and out, rebounded by Hancock.
And both teams moving fast here. The 18-foot jumper there, no good, as we see that matchup inside working on Parks and Godfrey.
Freshman backing down, back outside to Hancock. P.J. Neal on his left side. He is left-handed. Now Flowers trying to take a stab at it. Neal back drive inside. Gets it to fall.
Yeah, fought through some contact there, went up the right-hand side, and he's fired up.
And you can just feel the intensity that Ouachita came out with, a little bit different than that Oklahoma Baptist game.
Yeah, and both teams coming out with some intensity are wanting to move the ball pretty fast, and very handsy defense on both sides.
Good defense there from Neal. Bracey, step back jumper, yes.
Wow, beautiful shot there from Bracey, off balance, step back, still able to get it to fall.
Yeah, we saw him hit a crazy step back three-pointer to send the game into the first overtime against Henderson State on Thursday.
Some switching defensively here for Southern Naz.
Good ball movement and good defense as well. P.J. Neal is going to take a stab at it. Can't get it. Somehow rebounded by Flowers. P.J. Neal now on the left side. Layup.
Yeah, that's 2 layups. Neal has fought through contact. One time he rolled to the right, rolled to the left there. Very athletic play there from PJ.
See, Edwards is going to take the ball up quite a bit for Southern Nazarene. Does a great job of penetrating and creating opportunities. Here's Bracey trying to back down Hancock.
And Hancock is not going to back down. He will not back down all night. That is a matchup that is going to be 2 heavyweights going at it.
And great defense there from Hancock.
Yeah, great defense of being physical but not fouling.
The handoff. I'm going to say the foul was on Hancock there. Kind of just ran right into him. Ran right into Mapoyo.
Bracey pleading his case about something as he walks up the floor with the ref.
See Edwards taking it up again. Good hands, defense there. Skip across the other side, wide open. Yes, that's Henderson there with the 3-pointer. And I believe he just got a tech. I think a little celebration.
Yeah, he turned around and said something to the Ouachita bench.
It's just a little bit undisciplined there. Still a lot of game left. Obviously, it's not going to kill you, but should be a easy free throw for Hancock here.
Yeah, mental lapse there from Kobe Henderson, the senior from Dallas.
This first one is good.
Coach Foster not happy with the mental mistakes from his team here early.
Hancock, a 84% free throw shooter coming into tonight's game, and he makes both.
And Foster pleading his case for something to the official, and the official will stroll over there to see what it's about.
3-point lead for Ouachita here. Got about 17 to go in the half. PJ Neal's going to take things up the floor. See a little trap off of the screen. Kick to the other side. Flowers inside, a lot of contact. He's going to go to the line.
Yeah, and every time Ouachita has driven in the paint, there has been contact. A couple times no whistle, but got the basket. You get the call there, but not the basket. So Flowers, chance at the charity stripe here.
This first one's in and out. You see Lucy Thomas check in for the first time tonight for Jackson Conley. Thomas from Lexington, Mississippi, the 6'7" forward. The second one is good. Flowers, a nearly 80% free throw shooter. Bracey now with the ball. Flowers defending. A little bit of ahead of himself is Henderson. Henderson's going to try to take it on Thomas. Left hand off the glass, no good. Parks rebounded. PJ Neal drive inside, Euro step, and it's taken away. My goodness.
Very active basketball and hands on both sides of the ball. You just got to establish some sort of routine.
Hard to keep up. PJ Neal, 3-pointer right in front of that bench.
And we have
another. I think he got a tech too.
Yeah, he turned around and said something just like the other ones. Neal going to get a technical there. He said, that one's on me.
There it is, the drive inside, kick out, PJ Neal wide open. Nice 3-point shot there. Mapoyo going to go to the line for Southern Nazarene. He makes his first one.
So a couple mental mistakes here early from both teams. We knew it was going to be a high-energy, highly physical game, and the emotions are running high also.
I don't know if I've ever seen 2 technical fouls so early on in a game, especially not from, coaches. Or it was both from the players and both from a 3-point shot. History just kind of repeated itself. Edwards is going to take things up the floor.
the guard from Philadelphia. Godfrey's been quiet thus far.
Nice three-point shot there from Mapoyo.
Transfer from southeastern Louisiana, native of the of Congo.
He's got 5 points so far, 5 of the 10. Handoff and stolen away. Fast break chance here for Henderson. Henderson rises up and slams it home.
Active hands defensively there for the senior from Dallas, and he's able to get out in transition. Obviously has numbers. Took that one home.
All tied up now after that slam. Hancock to Parks. Parks outside. The three-point shot, no good. Flowers gets his hands in on it. I think it was last touched by him as well. We've got a media timeout, and we're going to take it with them. We're all tied here at Bill Vining Arena.
And they are going to come and review something it looks like.
OSDN is Ouachita's student sports media program in the Rogers Department of Communications. OSDN brings over 100 Tiger Home athletic events and other content to your devices each school year. OSDN is funded by advertising and generous gifts from supporters. If you'd like to support the students of OSDN through a tax-deductible donation, visit obu.edu/give and indicate OSDN in the provided field. If your business would like to advertise on an OSDN broadcast, email us at osdn@obu.edu. Thanks for watching, and go Tigers!
I've heard people say Ouachita.
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 Is it pronounced Ouachita?
Searching for Ouachita Baptist University.
Back in Texas, everybody pronounces it Wichita, but really, it's Ouachita.
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 How would you pronounce it?
Ouachita.
Ouachita.
It's Ouachita Baptist University. Get it right.
It's Ouachita, people. It's Ouachita.
Ouachita.
And we're back here with the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. Just coming back from a little coach's challenge from Coach Nutt.
Yeah, he challenged who the ball went out of bounds on there. Don't have a call just yet. The initial call was Southern Nazarene ball, so there has to be undisputable video evidence for them to overturn that. We see the call here we're coming over to right now.
It's going to be Ouachita ball. It was overturned. Great challenge there from Coach Nutt. A little bit of a risky one, almost just kind of like, you know, why are we using it so early on in the game? But, I mean, he felt pretty confident about it, and he was correct. So.
Well, when you've been as coaching as long as he is, as he's vying for his 200th OBU win today here, you know where to challenge something. So great challenge there. Great thing by the officiating crew. Come over, review. Shout out to our people in the trailer for getting a good angle of that. It's going to be OBU basketball with 20 seconds left on the shot clock.
Going to have P.J. Neal take it down low. Parks looking for something inside. Couldn't find a seam. Flowers now back to Parks. P.J. Neal takes a screen from Thomas. Uses his shoulder to create some space. Can't get it. And a fight for the rebound, but Edwards wins that battle.
Yeah, rebound was kind of tipped there, and Edwards able to come down with it and trying to get some offense set up for Southern Naz.
Nice pass inside to Mapoyo. Outside three-pointer is good. Harding's first lead of the game. I think they might mark it as a 2. Told them to clip it. We're going to look back at it later. They did mark it as a 2 as of now. So now a 2-point lead for Southern Nazarene on a 10-0 run over the past minute 40. P.J. Neal drive on that left side. Outside, Hancock, good fake. Is swatted away and rebounded, but he's standing out of bounds.
Yeah, Ouachita struggling to get something going offensively. You mentioned that 10-0 run, and it is continuing here as they have the ball and looking to see if Ouachita can get a defensive stop here. They've been able to get defensive stop, but second chance points have been what has benefited Southern Naz so far.
And Gavin Snyder checks in for Ouachita, the longest tenured Ouachita player for this team.
Central High School in Little Rock, a very storied Central.
At the next media timeout, or timeout in general, I think they might still want to look at that. It was marked a two-pointer, but I think they might want to look at it to see if it was a three or not. Regardless, Edwards is going to take things up the floor on Gavin Snyder.
Both teams still playing very physical in this game.
Ouachita needing a stop. Kick outside, three-pointer. No stop here, says Mapoyo. He's got 8.
Yeah, a great kick out there. Get Mapoyo open. Three's good.
Ouachita tends to thrive on the defensive side. Southern Nazarene already at 17.
And they've been so balanced offensively. It's what's led to a lot of this offensive success.
Flowers now with the screen from Parks. Pull up three. No good. Rebounded by Edwards. He's going to push things up the floor.
Yeah, Edwards pushes a little too hard, loses control, goes out of bounds.
Substitutions. We see Jackson Conley checking in, as well as the big fella Jaden Webb, 6'10" from Memphis, Tennessee. And then also Ryder McConnell. Tennessee with McConnell, whenever he checks in, they try to get him a three-pointer pretty often. They either try to have Snyder drive inside and kick out. See what they do here.
And Snyder, one of the smaller guys on the floor, but very athletic and plays with a lot of heart.
Definitely does. Kind of brings some energy off of the bench. We've got a foul. They're going to say the foul was on Edwards. His first foul tonight. Here's the replay on it. Hancock, spin move. Yeah, you can see Edwards get on in there and kind of slap him on the wrist. First free throw is good from Hancock.
Hancock, like we mentioned previously, a transfer from University of Louisiana Monroe.
Hancock with that free throw, finally putting in to that flawless run that Southern Nazarene was on.
And ended an over 3-minute scoring drought.
New substitution for Southern Nazarene is Brady Cook. Bracey now with the rock. Kicks it to the corner to Cook.
Great defense there by Conley, forcing him to the baseline.
Only 5 seconds on the shot clock. Got to force up a shot. And great defense. I don't know if he got it off. He did not. Great defense there from Ouachita.
Yeah, great defense, great team defense. You saw Conley push him to the baseline, tried to work it back out. Somebody was there to disrupt the passing lane, and just all around great team effort on that possession.
See if they can't get something going offensively. McConnell finds Snyder. Back out to the big fella. Another good defensive possession here on the other end. 10 seconds to go on the shot clock. Back out to McConnell. He's got 4 seconds. A little sidestep, three-pointer off the glass.
Yeah, McConnell, not a particularly good look there, but had to get something up with the shot clock expiring.
And back-to-back possessions of good defense. That ball almost tipped in by Ouachita. Snyder now. Drives baseline. Kicks to the corner. McConnell for three. No good. Rebounded Bracey.
Yeah, empty possessions on both ends.
Backing down Snyder is Bracey. I'm going to say on the floor, it's going to be Gavin Snyder's first foul of the night. And that will bring us to immediate timeout. I believe they're going to take a look at that. They counted as a two-pointer earlier. See what they're going to say about it now. We'll take a quick break. You're watching Ouachita Sports Digital Network. Excuse me, we'll actually stay here for the review. See what they've got to say about it. Washita needing to get something going offensively. On a 12-1 run over the last 4:45 for Southern Nazarene. Just kind of feels like if Washita isn't playing the best defense, it's almost like it correlates to the offensive side as well. Not to say that they aren't, but Southern Nazarene is 4 for 5 of the last 5. You got any word on what they're looking at, Dalton?
Yeah, they're looking at this. They count it as a 2 over in the corner. They're trying to see if his foot is on the line. If any foot is on the line, then it will be a 2-pointer. So we'll have to see what the call is here. The officiating crew's done a great job today looking at things that really truly need to be looked at. Because as we saw in the women's game, 1 point can come down to a thing. So Coach Nutt pleading his case about something. Unsure if that's related to the 2-point, but here they come with the call.
And if you missed that women's game, it was a great game. Went into overtime. A couple of big 3-pointers on both sides, but Southern Nazarene women's ended up winning in overtime.
And now they're going to look at a foul that was called on the last possession. It looks like it was the foul when Bracy was driving. So they will look at that.
Yeah, they called it on Snyder.
Snyder and Bracy were both being low physical with it. We'll see what they call there. He said he's going to come back.
Have any idea what he said there?
I think they said they're going to call the foul on Conley.
Yeah, I saw him.
He gave us a 4. That's the only 4 on the floor, so I'm going to assume that's on Jackson Conley.
Yeah, I was a little confused there too. Yeah, I saw him give me the 4, and I didn't think Conley had anything to do with it. But
I kind of thought that it was Brayson.
It might have been off ball then.
Yeah, very much could have been. So that foul is going to be on Jackson Conley. A lot of reviews here early in this one. The crew back in the truck getting their workout when it comes to the replay system. But Nazarene will have the ball right here.
Taking it under is Cook. I don't know if he could get anything off, and somehow he does. I thought it was 5 seconds by then, but regardless, wide open layup and can't get it. Guess ball doesn't lie.
The ball don't lie, yeah. Point blank miss there for SNU, and Washita's got to get something going offensively. Down 4, you've got to get something.
Outside, Gavin Snyder. Conley now with the rock. Good move, spin move. It's short.
Yeah, not enough power on that one. Need to push that ball a little bit more up, try to use the rim or the backboard.
Bracy drive inside, circus layup, no good. Washita's got the numbers.
And you look at this lineup for Washita, you wonder if Coach Nutt's trying to get some outside perimeter shooting going with McConnell and Snyder both in.
Gavin Snyder led the GAC in three-point percentage last year for quite a while. Back to Snyder, under 10 on the shot clock. Uses a screen, his three-point shot is short and rebounded by Bracy.
Another empty possession for the Tigers, but they're playing well enough defensively to stay in this game, but you can't play. That's eventually going to run out, and you're going to have to score some offensively.
The three-point look, you bet. His second three-pointer of the night from Mapoyo. Coach Nutt's going to take a timeout after that one. We've got a 7-point lead for Southern Nazarene.
And a lot of that 7-point lead has been the three-point ball from Southern Naz. Mapoyo has found him a couple, and yeah, it's very interesting this far.
Got a 15-1 run over the last 6 minutes. We're going to take a quick break. You're watching Washita Sports Digital Network.
Visit the Washita campus store for all your Tiger apparel, merchandise, and gifts. If you need something to wear to show your Tiger pride, stop by the Washita campus store on the bottom floor of the Evans Student Center to grab a t-shirt, sweatshirt, polo, or more. If you can't stop by the store on campus, visit us online at bookstore.obu.edu. Make your purchase and we'll send it to you. Support the Tigers by checking out the Washita campus store.
And we're back. with about 10 minutes to go in this first half. 7-point lead, Southern Nazarene.
And a 15-1 run for Southern Naz. Hancock, and he puts an end to that.
Got a little shooter's touch on that one, hit that front iron and rolled on in. And now another three-pointer on the other side. It's good as well. Bracy with his first three-pointer of the night.
Yeah, trading blows. That's Bracy. That's the leading scorer for Southern Naz.
PJ Neal to Conley.
Man-to-man defense here for Southern Naz, and they're kind of really just face guarding everybody, and a foul call there.
That one's going to be on Edwards.
Yeah, he tried to get inside there, work the steal, and hands got just a little bit too involved.
See, Crew Flowers going to check in for Ouachita. He's checking in for McConnell. PJ Neal going to take things down low. Also another substitution for Nazarene is Xavier Ridenour. Big fella up top. PJ Neal under 10 to go on the shot clock. Drives on his left side. Kicks it out. Wide open three-pointer. No good. And rebounded there by Ridenour.
Yeah, a little bit too strong there on the shot. And if Ouachita could get just a couple of those to fall, this would be a different game.
Yeah, struggling right now to get anything to fall. They're one of their last 10. See Christian Parks checking in for Jaden Webb.
The original starting five now back on the floor for Ouachita.
Pass down low into Burries. Another foul.
I believe they're going to call that one on Parks.
That'll be the fifth foul for Ouachita. Gets in, but it's defended well. The double team. They're going to say Ouachita basketball. Good defense there.
Yeah, great defense there. And one thing about this defense, we've talked about it before, but just it's such a team effort. Parks obviously leads the defense down low, but he has help around him.
PJ Neal with the screen from Parks. Finds Conley inside to Flowers. Flowers, lots of contact. No call, though. Gets the call on the shot. He's going to have two chances at it at the line.
Yeah, he'll have two chances here, but like you said, lots of contact, and the refs are letting them play through some contact. And when you have two teams like this that are so well-versed, you're going to have a lot of contact, a lot of physicality within the game. So very important that these free throws get knocked down.
Crew Flowers from Fort Worth, Texas. Fun fact, his mother was actually first-round draft pick in the 1998 WNBA draft. So a little bit of basketball genetics in there. Second free throw a little strong. Cook's going to take things down the floor. Hancock defending. You see his hands a little bit on there, but like you said, refs letting him play. The drive baseline is stolen away from PJ Neal. Ouachita, fast break chance. Kick outside, three-pointer, you bet. Jackson Conley brings this game within three.
He may have been the 6A Defensive Player of the Year, but he can shoot too. So the freshman from Springdale, big shot there for him.
It's going to be a full timeout here. We'll take a break. Now within three with 7:38 to go. What a game this is going to turn out to be. You're watching Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
Barry and Turnage, we specialize in bringing the law to your corner. We are dedicated to understanding what results you want and to helping you understand what actions we can take on your behalf. With over 30 years of experience and a proven track record of success, Barry and Turnage is here to lead you down a path to the results you need. We will work with you every step of the way to make sure that you understand the choices you are making and feel empowered to make them. Barry and Turnage. Serious injuries require serious attorneys.
We are back in what's been a great game so far. You saw Ouachita jump out to a quick lead, and it's just been Southern Nazarene since then. But Southern Nazarene now on a scoring drought of their own. 2 minutes and 15 seconds since they've had a point.
Yeah, that's that Ouachita defense able to execute last position offensively with Conley. So we'll see if they can get a defensive stop here and draw this game back to the top, possibly next offensive possession.
The fading shot, no good. Comes down to the shot clock. PJ Neal now pushing things up the floor. Good cross there, find inside, and he's fouled. Parks tries to rise up and bring the roof off of this place, but he's fouled.
Yeah, goes up there with power, and that's one thing that Parks always does. When he goes up to block a shot, when he goes up for a basket like that, you know it's going to be powerful, and it's with intention, and that's why he gets to the line so many times with so many rebounds.
PJ Neal does a great job of finding him inside. See, PJ Neal tends to favor that left side. He is left-handed. That can sometimes be an advantage, especially early on. I mean, obviously you do scouting reports before, but it's just a little bit different to defend for sure.
Yeah, it's abnormal because so many people are right-handed, and so that it's kind of like a pitcher that's ambidextrous.
That's a good way to put it. His second free throw, no good. And a vicious rebound there, Henderson, but Flowers is called for the foul.
Yeah, and kind of got just tied up there. You know, both going for the ball. His momentum's carrying him already, so they call that one.
You see a little bit of pressure. Is PJ Neal full court. I really like that idea because you got to think Southern Nazarene's got to be pretty tired coming into this one after that triple overtime game just 2 nights ago. Defended well so far. About 10 to go on the shot clock. Mapoyo kicks it inside to Ridenour. Ridenour, the fadeaway, no good. But an offensive rebound, Mapoyo. And a shot at it is good.
Yeah, that's Bracey there. They get the second chance in the second shot clock because of the offensive rebound, able to execute off that. That's what makes this SNU offense so good is they do well rebounding, which gives them more opportunities to score.
And that's what got them in the first time they faced off last year, actually was the offensive rebounds and second chance opportunities. A little miscommunication there between Conley and Hancock. I can just feel the momentum swings back and forth between these teams. Just whenever Ouachita seems to have the momentum, it's switched back around and vice versa. Bracey looking for somebody. It's backing down Hancock. Tries to spin off of it. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Fade away. He's fouled.
Yeah, and that's two powerhouses within the Great American Conference. Very athletic people, and they're just playing physical ball. You know, the hip check there from Bracey, just shoving in to Hancock. They get the call on Hancock though.
Yeah, that's the third in the GAC for points per game being Hancock, and then the fifth in GAC being Bracey. Bracey has 8 so far. Hancock at 6.
And we knew coming into this game, those two would be paired up and along with Godfrey and Parks. We kind of knew, okay, these 4 guys, that they have a very, very high impact on all the games they play in, and so we knew those 2 matchups were going to be key.
Gavin Snyder checks in for Hancock. Give him a little bit of a breather. But I think what makes, to your point, I think what makes Southern Nazarene so deadly is that it's not just, 1 or 2 guys. They had 4 players averaging double figures. That second free throw from Bracey is good. Conley looking for Flowers. Hands it off to Flowers. Gavin Snyder now with the rock. A skip to the other side to Conley. The double team comes and he's fouled. I say that one's on Rydnor, his first of the game.
Conley coming off a great year. It's crazy. He was in high school last year and coming off a 29-4 record as a senior.
Yeah, he was a fun guy to watch in high school for sure.
One of those losses was in the state title game to Bryant.
Alumni from there. You know how Bryant does it.
Hey, they have some athletic success. There's no doubt about it. And there's the block.
Swatted away from Parks. Fast break chance. Back to Neal. Wide open. Snyder for 3. No good, but he's fouled on the shot. That's Henderson for the foul. There's the replay on it. Couple of looks. PJ Neal might have had a look as well. Kicks it to Snyder. Regardless, he's going to have 3 chances at the line.
Yeah, caught the body a little bit there, but one thing you see there is working inside out for this Tiger offense. Almost said Badger offense because I called the Arkadelphia game last night.
I understand. His first free throw is good. That'll be his first point of the night. Or I guess day. I don't know. I'm used to, like you said, I'm used to commentating night games. So.
Yeah, those 7:30 tip-offs.
Washita is struggling to shoot it right now, especially beyond the arc. They're 3 for 10. 2 of the last 11. All 3 free throws are good.
That brings this within a 4-point game, and this is one thing is Washita, their largest lead was 7. They're trying to get back to that here.
Flowers tries to gamble on it, couldn't get it. Instead, Bracey gives them 3.
That 3-point ball has been deadly thus far as Bracey. That's his 4th 3 of the afternoon.
A 7-point lead for Southern Nazarene with 4 minutes to go in the half. Nice glide inside there from PJ Neal for a quick, easy 2.
Yeah, able to work inside the defense. They leave a lane open, and he converts.
I'm going to say a foul, I believe off ball on Parks.
And Nutt is pleading his case.
And I believe that'll bring us to our media timeout. And it does. We'll take it with them. 5-point lead here at Bill Vining Arena. Don't go anywhere. It's going to be a good one.
At Capital Technology Group, we make your technology our priority. There are so many threats to IT these days, and we're here to help protect your data and devices. We're also by your side when things simply go wrong, whether it's servers crashing or printers breaking. We cover it all for our clients in all types of businesses. And with over 80 years of history in Arkansas, you can trust Capital Technology Group to be your business technology partner. Sign up for a free consultation at captg.com.
Let Domino's cure your cravings by ordering online, calling us at 246-3131, or dropping by and seeing us on Pine Street in Arkadelphia. Join Domino's Rewards and begin earning rewards in just 2 visits. Check out our $6.99 mix and match and make the whole family happy. You might as well throw in a stuffed crust pizza, a sandwich, pasta, stuffed cheesy bread while you're at it. Check out other deals on our app or at Domino's.com.
We're back here at Bill Vining Arena. It's been a back and forth one. I guess it's kind of been more Southern Nazarene as we get later into this second half. Ouachita Baptist started off pretty hot, now down 5 with about under 4 minutes to go. To the line, it's going to be Godfrey Jr. He's a 77% free throw shooter.
Senior from Lubbock.
He's 4th in the GAC at rebounds. Only limited to 1 right now. Had a 1-on-1. His first one was good. Second one's good as well. Extends that lead for Southern Nazarene. Let's see if Ouachita can't shorten it going into the second half. PJ Neal, drive left side, kick to the corner, and it's good from Crew Flowers.
Yeah, we see that inside-out game working once more. When Ouachita's able to execute it, it works flawlessly. They find Neal in the elbow for 3.
Stop here to bring some momentum after that big three-pointer. Backing down is Godfrey Jr. Backs down Parks. Gets an easy 2.
That's that matchup we talked about earlier. Godfrey Parks, it's going to be a matchup down low all the evening.
Ouachita 3 for 3 of the last 3. See the double team. Southern Nazarene falls back. Gavin Snyder find inside. Layup, no good.
Yeah, I tried to find Crew Flowers there cutting and just a little bit too much on the lay-in.
Kick to the corner. Thought about it.
Yeah, Mapoyo wants that one back. The Southern Naz converts there.
That's Edwards. His first bucket of tonight. Flowers to Neal. The screen from Parks. Nice in and out. Just slips out of his hands. Wanted to pull up for the jumper. I thought it would have been a good look. Regardless, Southern Nazarene basketball. Slowing it down. Drive inside is Edwards. Fakes out everybody, but can't get it to fall. Gonna say last touch by Godfrey. A substitution now for Ouachita. It's gonna be Trey Smith. Transfer from Holmes Community College.
Yeah, 2 people from Holmes Community College, Parks and Smith, both playing for this Ouachita team.
The handoff to Neal. Baseline drive, kick outside. The extra pass to Snyder, yes! Big three-point shot there with under 1 minute and 30 seconds to go in the half.
Yeah, that's big. The extra pass gets that one going, and great offensive fluidity there from Ouachita.
Improves Ouachita to 5 for 12 from three-point land. The mid-range jumper is short. Somehow rebounded. Kick outside. Edwards, yes. Right back at you.
Yeah, Southern Naz finds a way offensively, and it's not just rebounding the ball. They're just tipping the ball up and giving themselves a chance.
Southern Nazarene at 14 rebounds tonight compared to Ouachita's 11. Good defense so far. Drive inside is Conley. Yes, good layup there using that right hand on the left side.
Yeah, goes through some contact. Very powerful as Conley is.
About a 2-second differential between the shot and game clock. Looks like they're going to hold for the last shot.
If you're Ouachita here, a stop here would be massive down right before half.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of momentum going into that halftime. Edwards outside. Kick outside, three-pointer, good, right in front of that Ouachita bench. It's Mapoyo, and that will end it for this first half. And what a half it was. Southern Nazarene 39, Ouachita 33. Don't go anywhere. 42 Southern Nazarene, 33 Ouachita. Don't go anywhere. We've got a Domino's halftime report. I believe Chris Babb is going to get Coach Flash on for the halftime report. Get a little insight about his program. I personally work out for him with baseball. He's a good strength coach. Get a little insight about that. So don't go anywhere. Got a Domino's halftime report coming up.
OSDN is Ouachita's student sports media program in the Rogers Department of Communications. OSDN brings over 100 Tiger Home athletic events and other content to your devices each school year. OSDN is funded by advertising and generous gifts from supporters. If you'd like to support the students of OSDN through a tax-deductible donation, visit obu.edu/give and indicate OSDN in the provided field. If your business would like to advertise on an OSDN broadcast, email us at osdn@obu.edu. Thanks for watching, and go Tigers!
At Knight Insurance Professionals, we offer local expertise, a professional experience, and the attention to detail that you deserve. Knight Insurance Professionals offers a comprehensive list of commercial and personal insurance products and can fit their products to your needs. Insurance can be complicated. Let us take care of it for you. It's the assurance you're looking for when it comes to protecting what's important to you. Knight Insurance Professionals at 10th and Caddo in Arkadelphia. 870-246-3700. Local, professional, personal.
Welcome back to Bill Vining Arena. Halftime. Southern Nazarene gets a big three at the buzzer to extend its lead to 9 at 42-33. The Domino's halftime report on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. Chris Babb here with Dakota Flash Wilson, the Director of Athletic Performance at Ouachita. And Flash, a lot of people may not be familiar with that term, or that it is a relatively new program at Ouachita. You're not new at Ouachita. Been around a decade, almost a decade and a half. Wait, you're not quite as old enough to be as
getting on 12 years now.
Yeah. Yep. You're not quite as old as I am. Been here as long as that, but regardless, in a variety of capacities within the last 2 years, Director of Athletic Performance. Kind of explain to us what that, what your role is on campus in the athletic department.
Absolutely. The biggest thing that we do is, when we got this started, we a lot of programs still call it strength and conditioning, but for us, what all it is that encompasses what we provide our student athletes here at Ouachita. It's not just, strength conditioning training in the weight room, just being on the court, doing some strides, stuff like that, but it's going to be the mobility, the nutrition, the hydration piece that we provide our student athletes, where we give them the education to be able to come out on the court, the field, the track, the mat, anywhere where we compete, and try and really go out there and dominate our competition as best we can, and give them the resources and the tools to be compete at the top of the conference and all those.
Tell us about your staff. You have just like athletic training, athletic communications, athletic performance. We have a lot of teams to work with on campus. Tell us about your staff and how you split up the responsibilities.
Absolutely. So right now I have 2 graduate assistant coaches and myself, and then 2 or 3 undergrad student interns who are still completing their degrees that help us as well. I work with football, baseball, men's basketball, women's soccer, and softball. Coach Reeves, who comes to us, he played at Texas A&M, interned there, and interned at Washington State. He works with women's basketball, men's and women's swim and dive, and men's soccer. Then I've got Coach Emmett, who comes from Colorado State, and he works with our men's and women's tennis teams, men's and women's tennis teams, our volleyball team, and then he also works with our track, field, and cross-country teams.
Yeah. There are I don't think a lot of people who may have been around Ouachita, or your attention at Ouachita is because of one sport, because of family members. There are a lot of sports at Ouachita, and I see them out here with you guys. Getting it's not just warming up the team anymore. There's a method and a strategy behind getting players to their optimum performance where they can perform the best.
Absolutely, and that starts with what we do and try and teach 48 hours before, how to eat, how to hydrate. Most of our teams take advantage of a -1 day where they're in the weight room with us, and that 10, 15 years ago that would have been a curse word almost, where you're going in the weight room the day before a game. Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
But they're in there with us doing hip work, blood flow, hamstring work, anything to get them feeling better and moving better to be able to go out there and compete at a higher level and really try and take care of their bodies for these long seasons that we have across the board.
You mentioned the students. Obviously, OSDN is heavily, I guess, all students except for one bald guy. They're one bald guy in your thing too.
Right.
But you mentioned the students. Talk about the ability for students who may be interested in this to come to Ouachita and kind of have a chance to be involved in something like this.
Absolutely. We've got 2 former football players who both ended up having to end their careers early, but they're still completing their degrees. One of them wants to go into physical therapy, and he's getting to be able to do return to play work and be able to get those reps of trying to coach exercises and get strength back after injury. I've got another football player who wants to be our former football player who's going into high school strength conditioning. Being able to get hands-on experience, understanding how to work with athletes, male and female, how to work with coaches, scheduling, getting to see what we're doing firsthand. And then I've still got a current athlete who's still throwing for track and field, and he's working with us as well in the weight room and working with different sports and getting to see what they do on top of what he gets to see in the weight room. His team gets to do too. So we're able to work with, pretty much around any schedule, whether it's a competing athlete or someone who's retired, who's medically retired, and be able to get experience for coaching, anything they really want to go into, we're going to be able to help them build those life skills and understand, being on time, holding the standard, all these things that people are still going to be looking for no matter what field of work you're going into after you graduate, and you get to be around some really high-level competing teams and be a part of those.
And this is not athletic training. Ouachita has a separate athletic training, but I would imagine that you do work closely with Ashley Harris, head athletic trainer, and their staff on trying to work with the student athletes as well.
Absolutely. We're a brother and sister pretty much organization where we feed off each other and work off of each other. As athletes do have injuries and stuff like that, we're a key part of the return to play process where we're making sure we're rehabbing from injuries, we're adjusting and modifying the workouts. It's not just how it used to be, like whenever, I got to Ouachita and sometimes it was, okay, hey, you can't squat today, that means you got to get on the bike and you can't do anything. With the feedback we get from our athletic training department, we're able to really get some really good reps and things we can do to build back and have more successful return to play for some of our athletes that are key pieces of the programs.
Visiting with Flash Wilson, the Director of Athletic Performance for Ouachita Athletics. And Flash, I want you to give it a chance as we wrap up to talk about a strength conditioning clinic workshop that you're having a week from yesterday. So
yes, sir.
Next Friday. Tell people about that, and if anybody out there is interested in that, how they can still sign up for that.
Absolutely. So, it's something that's kind of been a project for me. I've been going to a clinic in Mississippi for about 5 or 7 years now that has a lot of high school football coaches because there's not a lot of strength conditioning coaches in the state at the high school level. So being able to work with them and help them, be able to understand how they need to train, what they need to do to be able to protect their student athletes in the weight room and get great results. That's something I as being an Arkansas guy and knowing how it was whenever nobody was in the weight room with them, I know how key and critical it is to take advantage of that. So, being able to provide these resources to our high school coaches around the state, Texas, Louisiana, I've got some signed up as well. That's what this is about, and trying to give them a great opportunity to come in and listen to our speakers. Coach Sis, who's at Georgia Tech for a long time, director of the UFL, myself, Ouachita alum, Austin Warford, Marion High School, or John Simmons from Marion High School, Gunnar Wilbanks from Valley View, and then a couple, Preston Henry from Pleasant Grove and Texarkana, and Christian Coley, originally from Northwest Arkansas, who's over at Christian Brothers now. So being able to have all these great coaches come in and speak, it's going to be a great clinic, a great conference, and anyone who's still interested in signing up can email me at my school email, wilsond@obu.edu. If you tell me you're a Ouachita guy, I'm going to give you a discount as well if that helps you get here. But we'd love to have everybody and just provide a great resource for them to be able to take back to their schools.
All right, Flash, thanks for joining us. Flash Wilson, Director of Athletic Performance, wilsond@obu.edu if you have interest in the strength and conditioning clinic this week. Former Tiger football player, now helping the Tiger football program and others. Thanks for joining us, Flash. We'll be back with more of the Domino's halftime show after this timeout. Grant and Dalton will come back and take a look at some of the first half stats as Southern Nazarene leads Ouachita 42-33 at the break. You're watching the Ouachita Sports Digital Network presented by Taylor King Law.
Make Print Mania in downtown Arkadelphia your place to get embroidery, screen printing, trophies, and more. Drop by their store on Main Street or visit their website at printmaniatees.com. Need a shirt for an event? Let Print Mania take care of that. Need promotional materials for your organization? You can let Print Mania take care of that too. A family-run local business, Print Mania has been serving the area since 1992. Call Print Mania today at 870-246-3803.
At Capital Technology Group, we make your technology our priority. Our team of experts can become your outsourced IT department, solving problems even before you know about them. We provide and maintain everything from servers and network infrastructure to printers and digital copiers. As a family business with over 80 years of history in Little Rock, you can trust Capital Technology Group to be your business technology partner. If you're ready to get your IT in order, visit captg.com and sign up for a free consultation.
Arkadelphia's newest entertainment option is open and ready for business. Tea Time Sims brings world-class indoor golf simulators to Arkadelphia, allowing you to practice, play, and perfect your swing in a comfortable setting. Check out our Facebook page to learn about our monthly tournaments, closest to the pin showdowns and long drive battles. Learn more and book your tee time at teatimegolfarkansas.com.
Chicken Express is a proud supporter of not just the Badgers, but all things Arkadelphia, from elementary to college and from community activities to church groups. Chicken Express is always willing to support and assist the people in our town. The next time you visit Chicken Express, thank them for their involvement in our community and definitely don't leave without getting a cup of their Chicken E sweet tea. Located right off exit 73, stop by Chicken Express for your next meal.
Victory doesn't just happen on game day. It's earned in the sweat, the silence, the prep. No crowd, no lights, just focus. Because when something unexpected happens like an accident, you need a team that's ready. I've been fighting for clients for over 30 years. There's a reason we're still in the game. And at Taylor King Law, we don't just show up.
We win on your side, by your side, the winning side.
At Ouachita, we're excited to partner with the Arkansas Baptist Foundation, which offers many benefits to alumni and friends, and we want to tell you about one of those.
I'm Dylan McClain, a proud alumni, and I serve as the Vice President and Attorney at the Arkansas Baptist Foundation. The foundation proudly serves as Ouachita's planned giving partner, so if you're considering leaving a legacy gift or want to explore other charitable giving options, we'd love to guide you through that process. If you'd like to learn more about how you can invest in the next generation of Ouachita students, please contact us using the information below.
Go Tigers!
Turner Rogers Manning & Plyler CPA is a longtime supporter of the Arkadelphia Public School District. Turner Rogers Manning & Plyler has established a reputation for providing clients with outstanding services that include auditing, accounting, and tax and business consulting. Contact Turner Rogers Manning & Plyler today at 870-246-4563 or by visiting them at 305 Professional Park Drive in Arkadelphia. Turner Rogers Manning & Plyler says, "Go Badgers!"
Welcome back to Ouachita Sports Digital Network. We're under 2 minutes until the second half of play. We've got a 9-point lead for Southern Nazarene. I'm Grant Johnson, your play-by-play commentator for today's game, joined by Dalton Reed next to me. And just take a look at a few things before we get into the second half. I mean, you got to look at the three-point percentage. 90% for Southern Nazarene, just whenever you think Ouachita's kind of heating up from three-point land, 5 for 12. Southern Nazarene just, letting them fly from downtown.
Yeah, they're letting them fly from downtown, and they're cashing in at the bank while they're at it. there's not been a lid on Southern Nazarene's rim whatsoever this far. But one thing that really jumps off the paper here as we got our first half stats is the rebounds. Ouachita has been out-rebounded 15-11, so got to clean up that. Rebounding is something that Ouachita is normally pretty consistent within, so got to clean that up in the second half. Only 10 made field goals on 21 attempts, and Southern Naz 14 for 25 there. So, yeah, it's been a game that Ouachita's had their chances in. They've had chances to draw this lead down closer than 9. And so we'll have to see how they can do that within the second half. And I think that this sounds crazy. I think it starts on the offensive side of the ball for Ouachita. They're a team, yes, ranked defensively in the nation. The defense is working. They are. When you look at it, yes, the Southern Nazarene has had their opportunities. They're shooting the 3-ball particularly well. But on the offensive side of the ball, hey, when your defense gets you a stop, you've got to go out and execute on offense and give them a little pat on the back.
Yeah, I agree. And 15 seconds left until we get into this second half. P.J. Neal's leading the way offensively for Ouachita. You talk about offensively. He's 4 for 6 from field goal range, 1 for 2 from three-point land. P.J. Neal normally not the leading scorer for Ouachita. He averages 9.1. He's already at 9, but he's been doing a good job of getting inside, getting to the lane, especially on that left side. And here we are. Southern Nazarene is going to start out with it. Edwards is going to take things up the floor.
And Edwards has been one of those guys, kind of a facilitator for this offense, but has scored already tonight.
Inside is Godfrey on Parks, backing him down. The little hook shot, in and out.
So now let's see if Ouachita can start this second half with some offense.
Need to get something going. I know they're normally not known necessarily for their half-court sets. They're more of a transition offense sort of style. But you're going to have to get something going on half-court sets as well. P.J. Neal now with the rock on the top of the key. Nice move. Kick outside. Wide open three-pointer is Conley. A little strong and rebounded Southern Nazarene.
And they worked deep in that shot clock before Conley was able to get that shot up. So try to work something a little faster next time.
Edwards, the jump stop to Bracey. Three-point shot, just a little bit of room, and that's all he needs. What a three-point shot there by Mapoya. He's perfect, 5 for 5 from three-point land. Ouachita needing to respond. A lot of time left, but it'd be nice to respond. Hancock driving side, he's fouled. That'll be Bracey's first. Here it is, Hancock, one-on-one. That's the matchup we were talking about before the game. Nice spin move. And then the foul. First one, nothing but net.
Ouachita shooting over 50% from the charity stripe in this game.
His second one's good as well. He's now got 8 points. See P.J. Neal with a little full court press. Driving side is Edwards, and it's rejected. We're going to say goaltending, count the 2. I thought that was pretty close. I don't know. I thought
Parks
it was still going
clear.
Up. Yeah. Here's Edwards.
And he took it coast to coast.
Beats P.J. Neal off the dribble, and Parks rising up, nearly hit his head on the rim. They're going to count it 2 for Southern Nazarene. Hancock beats him off the dribble. P.J. Neal outside to Conley. To slow things down. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Flowers driving side. No good. Edwards pushes things up the floor. And Parks falls. But good defense from Conley. Tries to throw it off of Conley's foot. He looks up court to Flowers. Flowers. No good on that one either. And a hard fall. P.J. Neal. That's your leading scorer in tonight's game. P.J. Neal, he gets up. Well, that one's got to hurt.
Immediately grabbed at his head.
Here's the replay on it. Flowers catches it up court, misses the layup. P.J. Neal just kind of got his feet taken underneath him. It's going to be a timeout, but we'll stay here for it. I think they're going to review this one.
Calling the floor is a common foul on block number 3. We're looking for potential upgrade to a
Looking to see if they're going to upgrade this one to a flagrant foul. Here it is, Conley up to Flowers. Flowers misses the layup, and P.J. Neal tries to come in for the rebound and just kind of gets his feet taken from underneath him. That one can be scary for sure.
Yeah, I mean, they're both going up for the ball there. The ref's looking to maybe upgrade that to a flagrant 1. We'll have to see what they call here.
I'm good.
Says that they're good. They've got their decision. I don't know if they'll upgrade that one.
I don't think they upgrade it just because they're both going up for the ball. There's nothing intentional there.
Yeah.
If you ask me, even from Bracey, both going up and trying to both get the rebound. It's a ball play, kind of like when a wide receiver and a DB goes up for a ball. It's a 50-50 ball at that point. Here they go.
Almost like a jump ball. It's going to stand as a common foul. They are not going to upgrade that one, just as we suspected.
He said there was nothing unnecessary, as he called it. So nothing intentional, nothing unnecessary, just a ball play like you and I had mentioned. So
we see P.J. Neal is going to stay back on the floor after that hard foul. Good to see that he's still, moving around, feeling all right. I'm sure a little bit shaken up after that one. The inbound. Three-point shot is good.
Yeah, great offense right there. Get the inbounds play. They knew that shot was going to be taken when they inbounded it. Draw that up. Great job by Coach Nutt and his staff.
Edwards to Godfrey. Parks now on a little bit of a different mix match. Same with Conley. Ball is tipped away, and somehow Bracey ends back up with it. Pass to himself. And another offensive rebound. Henderson somehow gets on in there and gets the putback for 2.
Yeah, Flowers was there when they tipped it inside, wasn't able to turn around and get that one in time. And a second chance, third chance, that's what's kept Nazarene in this game, as they're now leading it.
Only the third offensive rebound for Southern Nazarene, but they've got 18 total rebounds compared to 13 for Ouachita.
I think that offensive rebounding stat's a little bit misleading because it's not a rebound if you just tip it out to somebody else, and a lot of them have been tip balls.
Step back three-pointer right in front of his own bench. That's back-to-back three-pointers for Hancock.
Yeah, Hancock's the hot hand right now for the Tigers on a little 6-2 run.
Leading scorer for Ouachita was fairly quiet in that first half, but already off to a hot start. Inside drive, in and out. Good defense there from Flowers. Hancock going to push things up the floor to P.J. Neal. Back to Hancock. He's feeling hot. He's going to take it for 3. Yes! 3 back-to-back three-pointers. And you can feel the momentum switch now for Ouachita.
Yeah, the guard from Dallas, Texas has absolutely been on fire. You saw the first one there, inbounds play from Neal. Neal stayed on the baseline. He knew that one was going to be going up for Hancock. And then a couple inbounds plays have just been very well drawn up and even better executed offensively.
Yeah, exactly. Here's a look at the third one in a row. I told you he was feeling a little bit hot. A little heat check right in front of his own bench. Sure, we'll take it. Got a 5-point lead, Southern Nazarene, with 16 to go in the half. We're going to stay here for the full timeout.
Yeah, and a 6-0 run in the last 28 seconds. That's just that's big for Ouachita. Draw it within 5, and you can feel the energy, the momentum, the atmosphere shift completely. But what's important here is Ouachita needs a defensive stop. You go back and you dance with the one that got your defense to get back into this game.
Yeah, exactly. See, if Ouachita can't keep it going, we saw in that first half, it was almost momentum swings both ways. See if Ouachita can't keep it going here with 16 to go in the half. It's going to be Southern Nazarene ball.
Yeah, Mapoyo and Hancock both lead each team with 17.
Hancock is perfect from three-point land, 4 for 4.
Both teams have a person that's perfect from beyond the arc, and they both happen to be their leading scorers.
Yeah, actually Mapoyo and then also Bracey as well, 3 for 3. So they've got 3 with Henderson. Three-point shot, no good. Rebounded is Parks.
That's Mapoyo's first miss from downtown.
I think we might have jinxed him there. I think we might get some credit for that one.
Commentators jinxed.
Yeah, give us some defense credit. PJ Neal slowing things down a little bit. Hancock asking for the screen from Parks. Gets it. Gets it back to Parks. Parks, three-point shot. A little left. We see Parks take a few three-point shots every now and again.
Wasn't pleased with how that one came off.
Gonna say foul on the floor. That's Bracey driving in on PJ Neal. That'll be PJ Neal's second foul. It's gonna be a media timeout under 16. We're gonna take it with them. 5-point lead, Southern Nazarene. You're watching Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
Whether you realize it or not, you see the work of bats and signs all around Arkadelphia. When you see the Badger equipment trailer on the way to a Badger game, Bats and Signs did that. When you're watching the Badgers, Tigers, or Reddies and see the signage that just really makes their facilities pop, Bats and Signs did that too. You see the signage in downtown Arkadelphia, on the campuses of Ouachita and Henderson, or the sign in your neighbor's yard supporting a candidate or their favorite Badger? Yep, Bats and Sign did that too. Longtime residents and supporters of all things Arkadelphia called Mark, Jared, Chris, or Ryan at Bats and Signs today to see what they can do for you.
Chicken Express is a proud supporter of not just the Badgers, but all things Arkadelphia, from elementary to college, and from community activities to church groups. Chicken Express is always willing to support and assist the people in our town. The next time you visit Chicken Express, thank them for their involvement in our community, and definitely don't leave without getting a cup of their Chicken E sweet tea. Located right off exit 73, stop by Chicken Express for your next meal.
Finally, things starting to go Ouachita's way as they continue to chip back on that lead that Southern Nazarene once had. I believe a 11-point lead just a few moments ago. A couple of big three-point shots from Hancock. He's perfect from three-point land as of now. It's going to be Southern Nazarene basketball after that foul from PJ Neal. They're going to be underneath the basket. You see Edwards is going to be taking it out. Gets it into Bracey. Back to Bracey. PJ Neal defending. Going to get to Godfrey down low. Going to let him work on Parks. The hook shot. Yes, great use of his body to kind of protect that basketball on that little hook.
Yeah, good hook shot there. A fundamental hook shot. Back the defender down and go up with the right hand.
And a nice response there for Southern Nazarene after the timeout. Pass inside to Conley. They're going to let Conley work down low now. His hook shot off the backboard, no good. Edwards penetrating inside. Back to their main scorer, Bracey. Flowers defending. That ball slips out of the hand. Fast break chance. Flowers rises up and brings it home for 2. I want a little bit more aggression there, but sure, Flowers, get up on that rim.
Hey, get up on that rim, but the basket counts whether it's up on the rim or rolled in. So great defense there, and it turns into offense.
And that's where Ouachita can be deadly. First nationally on the defensive side of things, and it can translate to easy and quick buckets. I think a foul down low. It's going to be on Parks, I believe.
Parks doesn't agree with that one. Man, him and Godfrey just been going at it all night. They're two big guys that are physical. You see the dunk there from Flowers, and beautiful dunk there.
Ouachita's got 2 fouls in the half. Outside is Bracey. Surprised he didn't pull that one. He'll pull this one, though, for 3. A little bit short there. One of the rare misses from three-point arc for Southern Nazarene. That ball is pinned off the glass. But they are going to say it's a foul and a hard fall. Conley a little bit slow to get up. Couple of hard fouls here recently. We saw P.J. Neal right underneath that basket as well. And now it's Conley. Seems to be doing all right. A little bit shaken up, though. Conley, an 85% free throw shooter. But most of the time, that's not after, a hard fall. First one's good. And that one slips on out. A 4-point lead, Southern Nazarene. 13:40 to go in this second half of basketball.
Some intense defense on the Ouachita side of things, looking to get a stop here.
Could really change the momentum of the game for sure. Godfrey backing down Parks again, and he gets it to go again. He's hype after that one.
Yeah, that's going to be a matchup until this clock hits 0. That's going to be a matchup that is going to have effects on the game.
He's converted on the last 2 down low. He's got 8 tonight. Now, we talked about how 4 players averaging double figures, and they're knocking on the door of it. They've got 2 already there and 2 within 2 points. Flowers inside drive, uses the glass, and good find there. Couple of defensive chants here in Bill Vining.
Yeah, crowd getting into this one. This is a big conference game for one of the top spots in the conference. And that's going to be a turnover, and Jackson Conley is fired up. And that is what Jackson Conley is good at, being stingy on defense, poking at the ball. Not too much, though, to be called for the foul, but he's able to get his person backed up in a corner and then poke it away.
Arguably with him and Parks being the best defenders on the team. Conley first in the GAC with steals per game at 2.9, and you can see the effect there.
Yeah, when you've got the best blocker and the best stealer in the conference, you know you're going to have a defensive punch, 1-2.
Hancock, heat check, yes! Perfect 4 for 4 from the last 3-point shots. He's feeling good.
He is feeling good, and that's a big shot there. That's a really big shot to bring this game within 1.
Yeah, 1-point ball game here. Let's see if they can't get a stop on the defensive end. Kicked outside, in the corner, 3-point shot. Mapoya hasn't missed yet. Excuse me, he's missed once, but a rare 1 miss. He's 6 for 7. P.J. Neal now getting double teamed. A lot of pressure, trying to find somebody. He has to take the timeout, and he does. Coach Nutt kind of arguing that there was a foul. It's going to be a 30-second. So we will stay here. We've got 11:33 to go. A 4-point lead for Southern Nazarene. You can kind of feel the temperature rise in here. Not that it's not already, pretty hot in here for us. Not saying much that we're just sitting over here. Regardless, what have we seen so far? I know it's been back and forth a little bit. Ouachita kind of coming back from that lead.
Yeah, you look at Ouachita in the second half. They are 4 from 6 from beyond the arc, and that's been a part of it. They have hit 9 threes in this game, so a very three-heavy game. Southern Naz with 11 threes, so both teams shooting 50% or above from beyond the arc, so that's very, very important and both teams have their score. We see Mapoyo execute beyond the arc from Southern Naz, and then Devin Hancock 4-3 within this quarter for him. So really, really important that these teams keep pushing their offenses. But for Ouachita, you've got to do, I guess you could say, some more of what Conley's doing, being a little bit stingy on defense, poking at the ball a little bit more, really working to try to get some turnovers.
Both teams shooting far better from three-point land than they have all season. Southern Nazarene shooting a great 73% on the season. They were a 29% three-point team. Same with Ouachita, 50% three-point land on the season, 32%. Gets it to fall there. We're now within 2. And a quick steal from Conley. PJ Neal picks it up, kicks it out.
Yeah, and that's that defensive, you have something like have a whistle there, but that's that live ball defensive turnover that is important. That's more than just defensive rebounding. Obviously, rebounding is important, but getting those steals and blocks are important too.
That's a good job after the made basket for Conley just to stay with it. Instead of getting back on defense, he's right there in your grill and gets a steal. Now a chance to tie things up or take the lead. Conley wants to take the lead from beyond the arc, and he does. First lead in a long time for Ouachita. Momentum for Ouachita now.
Yeah, this is big for Ouachita. Conley doing big things on both sides of the ball. This whole momentum started because the steal he had on our side.
It's turned out to be a great game. We've got 10 minutes left in the second half. Poked loose, but they're going to say it was a foul. PJ Neal, a big ooh from everybody in the arena, especially over there on that bench for Ouachita.
Yeah, that's one of those you look at, and Neal reaches right there, and that's what they got him on.
Yeah, I think a good call. You could see a little bit of contact on the forearm. Edwards drive inside, kicks it off to Godfrey Jr. He's been good from there, and he still is. Back to the lead for Southern Nazarene. Ouachita 4-5 of the last 5, and Southern Nazarene 3 for 3.
Southern Naz really extending that defense out, and that's one thing that's giving Ouachita trouble all night is their extension of their defense.
Drive inside. I'm going to say a blocking foul on Southern Nazarene. That's Edwards down low. Here's the replay on it. Yeah, I think he was moving his feet still. He wasn't set. Going to be PJ Neal taking it from down low. Ouachita works really well taking things underneath the basket. They have a good couple of plays set up for underneath the basket type of opportunities. A lot of time they try to shoot a 3 out of it. It was defended well. Inside cut. Hancock brings it home. Back to the lead for Ouachita. Takes the roof off of this place is what I wanted to say. He kind of caught me off guard.
Yeah, it took the roof off this place and almost took the rim down with it as we have a whistle on the other end.
Under 10 to go. You see the check-in. Parks is going to check out. Checking in is the big man, Jaden Webb. As I said earlier, standing at 6'10". And maybe he can defend Godfrey Jr. He's got 10. Outside is Rydnor. Hesitation move. Drive inside, step back. Yes, what a shot there. What a step back from Mapoyo.
He's got such a clean release. That's one thing I've noticed is his release is really clean. It's fluid, and it's the same every time.
He's got 20 points tonight. And the lead back to Southern Nazarene. Hancock comes off the dribble. Defended well. 8 seconds. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Got to get something up. Hancock gets a look at it, and it falls for him.
And Coach Nutt, he told him to go at 8, and then he let the shot go. And Coach Nutt just kind of looked at him and said, I'll take that one if it goes in.
Hancock's feeling hot tonight. 5 for 5 from three-point land. He's got 24 points. Drive inside, Godfrey Jr. He is fouled. Excuse me, it was Bracey driving inside, and he's going to go to the line.
And Coach Nutt arguing his case that he was straight up and down. And, man, it's just a game that they've all played so physical. And it's a game that we knew was going to be physical. It was going to be fast and aggressive coming into this, and that's a tough call there for Ouachita.
Bracey from San Diego, California makes the first one. Transfer from West Valley. As we talked about earlier, the Southern Nazarene team not having a single player straight out of high school. Is that right?
Yeah, not a single one out of high school. Now, there is a couple prep players on here. Maybe they graduated from high school, took a prep year. But a very interesting recruiting strategy. You see a lot of it nowadays with the transfer portal as kids go to community college, go up to D2, and then maybe FCS, depending on how good they are. So, yeah, very interesting roster for Southern Naz.
Transfer portal sure has changed the game, and especially in basketball. Obviously, at the Division II level, you don't have a ton of guys that are getting drafted right away, but in basketball, you could already leave after 1 year of playing in college ball and get drafted. And so with that, the transfer portal and NIL and everything else going on, I'd say that's the most turnaround is in basketball compared to other sports.
For sure, yeah. And you even look at baseball, you can get drafted out of high school.
P.J. Neal, layup, in and out. And that's what makes it so impressive for Ouachita, that they have such good team camaraderie. We talked about it earlier for a little bit.
Yeah, not just on the defensive side of the ball. You look at Gavin Snyder, the longest tenured player on the roster. You have a lot of experience. Hancock's a graduate. The only underclassman that has played in this game is Conley. So a lot of experience and a lot of team experience. You know, they say you can't simulate Friday Night Lights in high school football. Well, you can't simulate 22 games in a GAC conference. That's pretty heavy.
P.J. Neal makes that one. Now 1 point lead back to Ouachita. Bracey going to dribble things up the floor. He's got 14 points tonight. Hand off to Rydnor. Flowers defending. They're looking for Godfrey Jr. back inside. He's been pretty good so far. And a foul down low to say it's on Webb. That'll be the sixth foul for Ouachita. Rydnor taking things down low. Throws up a Hail Mary, and Bracey does a good job of receiving it. Poked loose from Conley. And another foul down low.
And they just started calling everything down low. They're both being so physical.
Yeah, it's been a physical game, especially down low. Godfrey Jr. has been doing a good job of putting all eyes on him. We're going to take a quick break. We've got a media timeout under 8 minutes. 1 point game here at Bill Vining Arena. You're watching Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
Victory doesn't just happen on game day. It's earned in the sweat, the silence, the prep. No crowd, no lights, just focus. Because when something unexpected happens like an accident, you need a team that's ready. I've been fighting for clients for over 30 years. There's a reason we're still in the game. And at Taylor King Law, we don't just show up.
We win. On your side, by your side. The winning side.
Hello, I'm Brett Rogers, President of Capital Technology Group. You might know us as Capital Business Machines, but our new name represents our growth as one of the state's leaders in business technology. When you've been around for 80 years like we have, you learn a thing or two about change. But what will never change is our commitment to our clients. We're still the same reliable team here to meet all your technology needs. Capital Technology Group is bigger and better than ever before. Learn more at captg.com.
We've got an excellent one so far here at Bill Vining Arena. It's been a fun one. 1 point lead for Ouachita.
A fun one and a physical one. We've seen a couple foul calls here right before that media timeout. As we have another stoppage of play.
It's going to be an official timeout this time. We'll just stay here for this one. A big game, not only for the conference reasons, as far as Ouachita staying at that number 1 spot, Southern Nazarene knocking on that door to take over and tie things up in the conference with Ouachita.
Looks like they're looking at the books. That's interesting.
But I think what also brings a little bit of value on this game is for Coach Nutt, this could be his 200th win as a Ouachita Tiger. We've actually got Houston Nutt. This is Coach Nutt's brother. If the name sounds familiar, he coached with the Razorbacks for quite some time. So quite a bit of, brotherly coaching legacy for the family of the Nutts.
And now the Foster is pleading his case to Casey Modal, the PA addresser. And now we have a yelling match over there, it seems.
Wow.
This one has taken an interesting turn.
I'd be interested to know what that's kind of all about. Regardless, we're back from that stoppage.
The band's playing Crazy Train, and this one definitely has turned crazy within the last few minutes.
It sure has. To the line is Godfrey Jr. I think I might have an idea what it could be. It could be about the fouls.
That's the only thing I can think of.
I think that's what it might be about. I think maybe on the scoring, coach for Southern Nazarene might have just thought that they've been shortened by a couple fouls. I'm not really sure. That's my best guess at it. Regardless, to the line is Godfrey Jr. He made his first free throw. And his second. He's perfect from the stripe. 5 for 5. Back to a 1 point lead for Southern Nazarene.
Yeah, and this one was a 10-11 point lead for Southern Nazarene. At 1 point, Ouachita clawed their way back into this. And now the deficit only 1 after those 2 made free throws from the Crimson Storm.
Webb outside, finds Flowers. Thought he was going to pull that one. Thought about it. Inside to Webb. Has the mixed match he wants. And off the glass for 2.
That's Webb's first points of the afternoon. Good mismatch in there as the big man Godfrey wasn't there for Southern Naz.
Yeah, they had to switch off of the screen. Now back inside to Godfrey Jr. He's been great inside. Has 12 points. Trying to back down Webb. A lot of contact. But it's going to go the other way.
Yeah, and that's Webb. They told him in the timeout, hey, man, you have to stay straight up on that defensive side of the ball. He does that there and causes the travel from Godfrey Jr.
7 minutes to go here in the second half. What could have gotten ugly in that first half, Ouachita comes out punching, and now with a 1 point lead. Looking to make it more. Flowers kind of loses his feet a little bit. Dribbles out of it. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Conley drive inside on the left side. Circus layup, no good. But there is a foul down low. It's going to be called on Southern Nazarene. Here's the replay on it. Drive inside. Would have been insane if he got that one.
Yeah, the foul there was they fouled Webb.
To the line now is Webb. Both teams in the bonus.
And Godfrey has checked out, so that could be a possible mismatch for the Tigers.
He checked out because he's got 4 fouls. That's a big part of this game so far. Not only offensively, but defensively too.
And Burries checks in for him for the Crimson Storm.
Conley called for the foul. Like I said, we're in the bonus, so going to be a 1-and-1. See Trey Smith at the scores table to check in for Webb.
Coach Nutt doing a little bit of a smaller lineup here with Godfrey not in the game. See if they can move the pace a little bit.
That's exactly what I was about to say. The free throw, good.
They say great minds think alike.
I guess so. The second one to take the lead. No. Washita going to slow things down just a little bit.
Man, this one's so tight. You feel like there's no time left in it, but yet there's so much time left in this game.
P.J. Neal out to Conley. Conley in front of his own bench. That three-pointer, no good. Smith gets his hands on it, and Hancock ends up with the ball.
Yeah, that resets the shot clock. Tigers can work a little bit here.
Drive baseline. Finds Flowers. Flowers, yes. Little scoop layup for two.
Yeah, beautiful off the fingers for Carew Flowers. He's able to drive that left-hand side, power through some contact, and get the basket.
What a game this has turned out to be. 2-point lead for Washita. Bracey in the mid-range where he likes to be. Trying to back down Flowers. Inside, nice pass, and it's swatted away from Conley. Fast break chance, Conley. Coast to coast, layup. No good, but he's called for the foul.
And Conley said, I'll take that one all the way. He looked up to see if Flowers was ahead. He was just a couple steps behind, so didn't go up to Flowers. You see here, he blocks it, takes it all the way. He looks up, not there, takes it all the way to the hole himself. Doesn't get the basket, but gets rewarded with the foul.
Now a chance to extend the lead. First one is good. A couple of substitutions for Southern Nazarene. You see Edwards check back in. Godfrey Jr. as well. I'm sure they're probably going to try to get Godfrey the ball here on the offensive side.
Yeah, I would expect that, and really they kind of have a mismatch with Smith in the game for Washita. You're going to see if they can work with Godfrey, but Godfrey also got to be careful not to get an offensive foul.
Yeah, or a foul in general, he will be out of the game. So a bit of a risky move for Southern Nazarene. Almost stolen away is Smith. And that's exactly, they get Godfrey the ball down low.
They've switched, he's working on Conley, and he's stripped of the ball going up.
P.J. Neal to Flowers. Gonna slow things back down.
Yeah, and if you're Washita, you want to use all of the shot clock, execute a set late in the shot clock with 12 or so seconds left.
Especially with a 4-point lead. One of the biggest leads we've seen probably since the first half.
Yeah, Washita's largest lead was 7, and that was with 6:19 left to go in the first half.
That ball stolen away. Edwards trying to push the tempo a little bit. Slows it back down. He's got one-on-one with Smith. Inside drive, scoop layup. Gets it to fall. 2-point game.
Yeah, Edwards really worked his way, crafted his own way to the basket there to draw this game back within 2.
4 minutes to go here in the second half. P.J. Neal drive inside. Gets him to jump a little bit. Nice mid-range shot there.
Yeah, what made that shot so good was the hesitation. Neal, he hesitated to pull up, got the defense set in motion forward, and then pulled up with the shot.
I think that's one of the best parts of P.J. Neal's game. Neal's got 12 in tonight's game. He was averaging 9 coming into it.
Hancock is down there matched up with Godfrey.
Henderson, drive on the right side. Kick back out for 3. They're going to say he didn't get it off, and it wouldn't have mattered. Hit the side of the glass. Great defensive possession there for Washita. Washita's biggest lead since the first half.
Yeah, and that's the momentum they need heading into this media timeout.
We're going to take the media timeout with them. It's turned out to be a great game. You're watching Washita Sports Digital Network.
OSDN is Ouachita's student sports media program in the Rogers Department of Communications. OSDN brings over 100 Tiger Home athletic events and other content to your devices each school year. OSDN is funded by advertising and generous gifts from supporters. If you'd like to support the students of OSDN through a tax-deductible donation, visit obu.edu/give and indicate OSDN in the provided field. If your business would like to advertise on an OSDN broadcast, email us at osdn@obu.edu. Thanks for watching, and go Tigers!
Visit the Ouachita campus store for all your Tiger apparel, merchandise, and gifts. If you need something to wear to show your Tiger pride, stop by the Ouachita campus store on the bottom floor of the Evans Student Center to grab a t-shirt, sweatshirt, polo, or more. If you can't stop by the store on campus, visit us online at bookstore.obu.edu. Make your purchase and we'll send it to you. Support the Tigers by checking out the Ouachita campus store. Go Tigers.
Welcome back to Ouachita Sports Digital Network. I'm Grant Johnson, joined here by Dalton Reed. It's been a great one so far. We've got under 3:30 to go in the second half. Dalton, just talk to me real quick about what we've seen and what's getting Ouachita this spark here late.
Yeah, it's really been offense that's been complemented by defense. I think is what has really been this one. It's usually vice versa for the Tigers, but defense has held their own all game, but the offense has been able to complement it a little more in the second half.
See if Ouachita can't keep it going offensively. They're 10 for 12 of the last 12. Inside find to Hancock, off balance. Sure, we'll take it.
Yeah, off balance, fading away shot, and that is beautiful by Hancock. He's now got 29 on the afternoon.
If you had told me that Ouachita had such a lead like this probably about 10 minutes ago, I don't think I would have believed you. Falling to his knees is Bracey, somehow keeps his dribble. PJ Neal gets his hands on it. In the corner, just wide open. No good. Out of bounds, going to stay down here for Southern Nazarene.
And they're going to want to take a look at that one.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, he won the challenge the first time, you know, and Hancock and Neal, they were all saying, hey, look at it, like we need to look at this one. So they'll come over to the booth and take a look at it.
That's a lot of trust, too, for Coach Nutt to trust his players on, arguing calls like that. Can be a little bit risky, but it just shows you the trust that Coach Nutt has in his team.
Yeah, so another challenge, like we said, from Coach Nutt. We'll have to see who this one is off of.
It's close.
Just have to see if Godfrey got his hand in there in front of PJ Neal. We're going to look at it from another angle. You see Neal go up for it. You also see Smith there for the Tigers. Godfrey, the only Crimson member within that area. So he's really the only one that could go off of. You got to have undisputable video evidence to overturn that. Taking a nice, long, good review at this. And this is a big call here, though. If Ouachita does get this ball and they score, they could extend the lead.
Yeah, a lot of time left, regardless of which way this call goes.
So they just left the booth, gonna look at it and see where it goes. They're having their little conversation. They'll come over here and give us the call.
Personally, I think it might be Southern Nazarene ball. But
yeah, it's one of those things. You have to have undisputable video evidence. There's 6 hands going up at it, and it's just hard to call.
Yeah, hard to overturn that one. It's an unsuccessful challenge, just as we said. It's going to be Southern Nazarene ball. And the shot clock did reset after that three-point attempt from Henderson.
And with that, Coach Nutt loses that one. He is out of challenges. So no more coaches challenge for Dennis Nutt. I think a smart challenge there. I really do, Grant. One that it's hard to win because it has to be undisputable video evidence, but I think that's a solid challenge for Dennis Nutt.
Yeah, and also he trusted his players there. His players kind of came to the sideline. No, it wasn't out on us, but no video proof says otherwise. Inbound three-point shot. Flowers all in his grill.
Yeah, Flowers got a fingertip on that one, and that was an air ball. So unsuccessful challenge, but Ouachita gets the ball right back.
See Ouachita slowing things down with the lead. Tries to get it to their main man. He's got 29, Hancock.
He's guarded by Mabuyo.
The step back, under 8 to go on the shot clock. P.J. Neal driving inside, it's stripped away, but kind of gets bailed out there with the foul. We are in the bonus. That'll be Southern Nazarene's 10th foul.
Neal's already got 12 on the afternoon, 1 from 2 from the charity stripe.
His first one's good. Now at 13 for P.J. Neal. Checking in is Christian Parks for Trey Smith. Smith did an outstanding job coming off of the bench and really impacting Godfrey's ability to score inside.
Yeah, that's an interesting matchup. Smith, a little bit more athletic than Parks, but shorter. So a very interesting matchup how that one worked.
Southern Nazarene needing an offensive score here as we're getting underneath 2 minutes. Getting into Godfrey Jr. Parks matched up against him. The right-hand layup is good off the glass.
Yeah, that's just good offensive execution. Godfrey knows what his job is down low, and he does it very, very well within the GAC.
Ouachita continuing to eat up the clock.
Yeah, Ouachita, you want to use all of this clock.
Hancock thought he had a good look at it.
Yeah,
good.
I think it was a good look, just rattled out.
Henderson with the ball outside. Step back jumper from Bracey. No good. Little fight for the rebound between their own team. Jackson Conley wanted it, and he got it.
Yeah, Conley and Parks both go up for that one.
1 minute to go here in regulation. Hancock drive inside. Under 10 on the shot clock. Gives it to their guy. Three-point shot is good. Make it 32 for Hancock right in front of his own bench. What a shot there by Hancock under 1 minute to go.
And that gives him over 30 points for today. You look at the replay here and just beautiful basketball. He's got Henderson all over him. Kind of just puts up a heave and it goes.
What a shot there.
A very unorthodox shot. Not a very fluid release, but that's the third three from Devin Hancock we've seen on that corner.
And he's perfect from three-point land. Just feels like he can't miss tonight. Only has 2 misses. None of those being from three-point land, obviously.
Man, it's going to be hard for Southern Naz to come back here. It's a game that Ouachita trailed some in. They did. They trailed, and they came, and they found a way within the second half. And that's what I think is important about this team. You have a tough loss Thursday night. You have a quick turnaround. Thursday, the game ends at 9 o'clock at night. 3 o'clock, 3:30, we're tipping off for another game Saturday afternoon. So not a lot of turnaround time. The short memory, they fought through some fouls. And no timeouts left for Ouachita.
And you talk about the quick turnaround. Talked about it before the game, how Southern Nazarene came off a triple overtime win right across the street over at Henderson. And what was a crazy game as well. Gonna hope for a prayer again in this one. Defended well. Mapoyo. Drive inside. Dump off to Godfrey. He gets the 2 to fall. And Southern Nazarene now playing a little full court defense because you've got to.
Yeah, 4.9 seconds left. And between the shot clock and the game clock, they're going to start the fouling. P.J. Neal will go to the line. Neal comes into this game averaging 9.1 points per game, 2.3 rebounds. And he's going to add to that tonight because he has got 14 points thus far and can add a couple here. It's a game where averages are going to go up and going to go down. You look at Parks. Parks only 2 points tonight and 2 rebounds. So I wouldn't say an off night for Parks, but I think how it sets up offensively and defensively with him and Godfrey, it was going to be a hard game for Christian Parks.
And like you said, stats going to go up, but obviously go down a little bit for Ouachita on the defensive side of things. They only allow under 60 points a game, and in the last 2 games they've went over that pretty well. Somehow rebounded there. They just caught him sleeping as Conley.
Yeah, and we talked about this offense. Hancock 26 points in the second half. And when you go from your leading scorer only having 6, nobody in double figures within the first half, and to having, somebody score 26 in the second half, that's big, and that's really what helped Ouachita overcome their deficits.
Conley, the guy that you want at the charity stripe, leading Ouachita at free throw percentage at 85%. Hancock, the other guy that you want with the ball at the line. He averages 84%. He makes the second one, extends that lead. 20 seconds to go. Bracey drive inside, Circus layup. He is fouled, a late call. .17 seconds to go. Bracey at the line. 84% free throw shooter.
8-point game here. And, man, a tough win for the Tigers, Grant. A tough win, a win that was needed. Get back on track and have a couple days off, not more than that, as they will play again next week.
Yeah, it's not over just quite yet, as Southern Nazarene calls the timeout.
16.9 left to go in this one. 1 timeout left after this one for Southern Naz. No timeouts left for Ouachita.
It is a 30-second timeout, so we will stay here. As we mentioned earlier, if the Tigers can hold on here, it'll be Coach Dennis Nutt's 200th win for the Tigers. He's been coaching for 21 seasons.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Just shows to how consistent he is when you look at what he's done here as a Tiger. Just super consistent. I've gotten to know him a little bit over the last couple of weeks. As Isaac graduated, I've picked up Coach's Corner and just seen him. Great guy. Obviously coaching history, or I guess lineage, you could say, when your brother's the head coach of the Arkansas Razorbacks. 2 people that really love to be coaches, and so big kudos to him.
Just to put into perspective, he's been coaching longer than me and you have been alive.
That is correct. Yeah, that's just crazy to think.
Inbounding the ball is going to be Conley. Conley runs the baseline. Double team on Hancock is called for the foul. A little bit of time comes off the clock there. As I said earlier, Hancock, a guy they do want at the line. 84% from it. This will definitely enhance his points per game, as he's got 32. He was averaging 17 before the game. He's third in the GAC in points per game.
Yeah, and you see this lineup here that Coach Nutt has put in, and it's all shooters. He knows that the situation here is going to be making your foul shots to extend this lead, and Hancock has done that as he just keeps adding on to that 30-plus total.
And a little bit of a smaller lineup, too, because you know they got to shoot some threes. They do make that one right in front of their own bench. Gets the ball in. Kicks it up floor to Snyder. That one nearly stolen away, but foul. Bracey's going to get called for it.
That's Bracey's third. Little Rock Central native here at the line. With 5 seconds left to go in this one.
Southern Nazarene has played some free throw matches here recently. Like I said, that triple overtime game just a few nights ago, and a couple close ones even before that. Second free throw is good from Snyder. Only 3 seconds to go. This one's going to drain out after a three-point shot, and Ouachita Tigers win.
This one's a win. Our final score, Southern Nazarene 75, your Ouachita Tigers 83. And with that victory, Ouachita head coach Dennis Nutt earns his 200th career win.
Congratulations, Coach Nutt, on his 200th win here for the Tigers. Dalton, talk to me just for a second. We're going to get Coach Nutt for an interview for our post-game Chicken Express game recap. But what did we see in this one? Definitely hard fought.
Yeah, hard fought, physical game. We knew that's what it was going to be coming in, and just an all-around great game from the Tigers. They claw themselves back into this one, and they do a great job in the second half executing offensively, led by Devin Hancock, 28 points in the second half alone, and that's just a great offensive production when they needed the offensive production. So kudos to the Tigers and how they did this one, and just all around great offensive day when the defense was complimentary, and that's exactly what happened. So most of the time the defense complements the offense, but I think it was the other way around tonight.
Yeah, it definitely was, and as I said earlier, a little bit of a higher scoring game on this defense. Against Ouachita, they were averaging only letting up under 60 points a game. Now it's 75, but on the flip side, they normally only score about 74 points per game, and this one they scored 83. Great offensive game for sure. And then you've also got to give credit to the three-point percentage at 54% for Ouachita and Southern Nazarene at 63%. What was it that really just made the difference for this one?
Yeah, you look, there's be a lot of things that can make the difference. Within one rebound of each other. But I see one thing. Ouachita shot 34 free throws today and made 21 of them. So some great execution on the offensive side of the ball, 21 free throws, and that's just really important. Only 11 free throws for Southern Naz. Both made 12 threes, so it was really the free throws that made the difference in this one.
And then Hancock with 34 points and an outstanding game, his highest scoring game or highest scoring of the season. And he had a career high of 18 points against St. Xavier whenever he played for Louisiana Monroe. And what a thriller game it was. I believe Coach Nutt's going to come over here in just a second, get a little post-game interview with him.
He is on his way, and yeah, man, what a game for Ouachita, and what a game for Coach Nutt to have his 200th win, and all around great game here for the Tigers. Needed that one after the tough one on the chin Thursday night. They get it done, and they're back into the win column, and did it in a great fashion.
And they remain first in the Great American Conference after that victory, now with a 2-game lead on the conference as of now on Southern Nazarene. I've got Coach Nutt here with me. Coach Nutt, just talk to me about that one. Congratulations on your 200th win. Talk to me about what this team means to you, what that win means to you as well.
Well, I'll start with this game first. Second half was amazing. First half, I'll give them credit. They were 9 out of 10 from 3, and they were red hot. But we made a lot of mistakes, something we got to get better on. But they're a good team. But I was really proud second half. Devin Hancock was unbelievable second half. And I thought our defense across the board was really good second half.
Yes, he was. He was great, scoring over 30 points in today's game. What was said at that halftime? I mean, obviously a big turnaround. You were down going into that second half. What was said in the locker room? Kind of what was the environment like?
We got a little heated in there. It wasn't the way we've been playing. And you got an opportunity with 14th place team in the country right here in your house, and that's what it's about. You compete, you give it all you got, and the good things can happen. That's what it did second half.
You talked about here at your house. You're now 8-1 at home. What is it about Bill Vining Arena that you tend to play just a lot better at? I mean, not that you aren't playing bad at all.
Right.
Great on the season so far, but what is it about this home?
Well, you hope to have that home court advantage. That's you practice here every day. You know these goals. You see it every day. So, and we had a great student environment. I mean, the last 2 games, I thought our crowds were unbelievable. Yeah. Thursday night was special with the release of the roar, and I thought today, and Saturday is always tough, but I thought they came out and really gave the guys some energy.
Yeah, you talked about Thursday night, coming off that loss against Oklahoma Baptist, the first conference loss that you've had this season. How did you bounce back from that? Is there something you worked on in practice? I know it was a quick turnaround, only 2 days, but
you know what? I think that probably was a blessing to have a quick turnaround. I think our guys didn't have a chance to move around with it, and kind of got right back to work, and I thought it was good. First half, I think we're still a little bit in that same lull Thursday night, but second half was Tiger basketball.
What's the focus next week? You got a big one against Henderson State, Battle of the Ravine. I'm sure that this arena will be packed out. You talked about kind of the game environment here at Bill Vining. You tend to play a little bit better here at home. So kind of what's the focus next week?
Well, we'll get rest tomorrow, do a little rehab, and kind of get back to work on Monday. But, that's always a big game. That's across the street rival. You know how that one will go, and it's a great atmosphere. Our guys will enjoy it. But it's good to get a game of this caliber under our belt. So now we know, and we can get it done. So hopefully we're ready to go again.
Well, congratulations on your 200th win.
I appreciate it.
Thank you for your time. I think we're going to get Devin Hancock here on the mic.
He deserves to be here more than me. Thank you.
Thank you, Coach. And we're getting Devin Hancock here on the mic.
Yes, sir.
Devin, talk to me about this one tonight. It just felt like you couldn't miss. I mean, only missed 2 shots from the field, perfect from three-point land. What was it? I mean, were you feeling it before the game? You knew this was going to be a good game for you? Or, talk to me about that 34 points that you exploded on tonight.
Honestly, going into the going into the second half, we knew that we had to pick it up a little bit because it was kind of sluggish first half. And, my team just, they believe in me. They said, we just need you to go out here, play your game, flow state, basically. Don't think. And, when you don't think and you just play, you get great results. And, 10 for 12 from the field on 34 is immaculate. I don't think I've ever played this well. 7 for 7 from 3, 100%.
Can't beat that.
So, I give all my glory to the man upstairs and my team, my coach. They believe in me. So, we had to get this dub, too. So.
I talked to Coach Nutt a little bit about kind of that environment at halftime. Obviously, you were down going into the half.
Right.
After a tough loss, especially on Thursday night against Oklahoma Baptist, you can kind of come out a little bit sluggish, and not saying that y'all did. You started off with a lead, kind of let Southern Nazarene come back and take the lead going into the end of that first half.
Right.
But you yourself also exploded in the second half.
Oh, yeah.
Tell me kind of what that environment was like, kind of what was different for you coming out in the second half. Did you see a weakness in the defense, or what was it?
So basically, the first half, I would always say I'm collecting data, see how they guard me, see what they do, and in the second half, that's when you attack. But I kind of waited a little bit too late, in my opinion. But we still came out victorious, and I can't do nothing but just say I got to keep going on that plan right there. Just make sure I figure out how they trying to guard me, and then they went boxing one second half as well, as you can see. So. I was collecting data first half. Second half, I came out and just got to it.
And they still couldn't guard you, even doing that. Excellent shooting from beyond the arc. Talk to me about kind of I've talked to Coach Nutt about the coach's side of things, how the team is. I see you guys all the time at lunch or in the cafeteria, just kind of the team camaraderie. Talk to me from the players' side, kind of how this team is really joined together.
Man, I'm going to be honest with you. This is the best team I've been on, and I've been on, higher major programs. And, just the connectivity that we have here is unmatched. I've never been a part of this type of situation, and I'm very blessed. We got a coach that believes in us. He's kind of like a player coach. He allows us freedom, but we also know that we have to take care of our business. So whenever you got a coach that believes in you, he's all for the team, he's for the guys, it's nothing like it. And we want to win for him. You know what I'm saying? I want to win for Coach Nutt, and we're doing it. So this is the best team I've been on by far, and I love this team a lot. Moving
on to the next week, Obviously, everybody wants to take you down. You're number one in the conference. You're playing Henderson State right here at Bill Vining Arena.
Right.
You guys tend to play a lot better here at home. Now 8-1. Your first loss was just the other night against Oklahoma Baptist at home.
Right.
Talk to me about kind of I know it's got to be exciting, obviously, to play a rival like that. Just talk to me about kind of what the focus is going into this next week, and obviously from a player's side about how exciting that can be.
Right. So I done played in a couple of rivalry games, not this close and rival, like across the street. It should be very much exciting, but it all boils down to knowing what they do, what they like to do, how to stop them. So it's still basketball at the end of the day. But I'm very excited to see the crowd and see how this get down, the Battle of the Ravine. I want to see it.
Yeah, it'll be a good time. I'm excited for you to experience your first Battle of the Ravine basketball game.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Congratulations on the win. Outstanding performance, 34 points, 7 for 7. Thank you for your time, Devin.
Thank you so much for having me. Yes, sir.
It was a great game tonight here at Bill Vining Arena. Ouachita wins this one, stays at the front end of the conference at number 1 after this one. Ouachita wins 83 against Southern Nazarene 75. Thank you for watching. I was your play-by-play commentator for today's game. My name is Grant Johnson. I was joined by Dalton Reed, my color analyst. Thank you for watching Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
Hi, everybody. This is John Fanta with Fox Sports and the Big East Digital Network.
Hi, this is Brad Sham, voice of the Dallas Cowboys.
I'm Nicole Auerbach.
Kevin Kugler of Westwood One.
Hi, everybody. It's Pete Pranica of the Memphis Grizzlies and Fox Sports Southeast.
Hi, this is Chuck Swirsky with the Chicago Bulls, our flagship station, 670 The Score.
This is Kyle Peterson with ESPN. This is Tom Hart at ESPN and the SEC Network. Thanks for tuning in to the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
Job in there.
Hey, your replay system got its work out of it today.
Yeah, sure did.
And then